After a long move in the previous episode, the only desire was to rest. The need to save on everything is another consequence of increased tax pressure in Europe. This time, the doors of the hotel room let down. While the owner was breaking them, I remembered how the epidemic hellas lived before. A survey was recently conducted in the European Union. Whom do the citizens of the European Union feel themselves most of all? Most people in Europe and in Greece associate themselves more with the country rather than with Europe. What is your opinion? Greece is in a very difficult position right now. We are very confused. We are given commands by Merkel and Germany. We are very dependent. The previous Prime Minister, Tsipras, is a jerk. He listened to 4 or 5 people and pretended not to understand anything. Tsipras left, Mitsotakis came, and again the same story. Now the corona, we're not up to it. Our biggest problem is immigrants. No, it won't be fast. Do we need to kick down the doors? But how are we going to do it? That is, all the time you had a key, non-electronic, right? Yes, but I don't know if it works. If you climb over the balcony, it will be difficult to pick up the luggage. As the attempts to break down the door continued, I pondered the libertarian response to the Greeks' main problem, immigration. How do you feel about immigration? Doesn't free immigration negatively affect the standard of living of the host country? You are not familiar with my theory of self-interest. No one has the right to pursue self-interest by law or force, and that is exactly what you are suggesting. You want to ban immigration on the grounds that it lowers your standard of living. This, by the way, is not true. But even if it is true, it does not give you the right to close the borders. You're not entitled to pursue any personal interest. It humiliates the self-interest of other people. Would you argue that what others can do, if only through competition, is against your interest? How can I advocate for immigration restrictions? I wouldn't be alive if our borders were closed. Well, first of all, the dude didn't answer the phone. You call him from a Ukrainian number, he does not pick up. Calling from Italian, picked up. Secondly, the dude says that he had problems with this lock before, and he gives us this particular room, although all the others were free. Therefore, he climbed over the balcony, broke the window and said, "Don't worry, this is not the first time for me." What the hell is that for? And all this is on the 4th floor in terms of height. Yes, this is not the first time, but then why? Returning to the problem of immigration, it is often argued that immigrants increase crime. But even on the sea coast of Hellas, you can learn many secrets of different types of national business. It's Chanel. Very, very good model. Is it all coming from Athens? Yes, ammonia. No problems, no problems. I'm going by train. Go to hell, Athens. Go to hell, police. He says he works in Athens. Where are you from? I'm a gypsy, a Greek, black. It's feminine, original, no problem, it's silicone. Good job. Yes, very. Is it from the original store? Arathimos. I don't know that. You can take this scanner and it does not ring. Are you successful in this business? Yes, good business, but bad people. You are good, Greeks are bad. Why? No money. And the Germans? Lots of Germans here. Do they buy? Yes, they got a lot of money. And the British? Bulgarians, Romanians, Russians are good. And the women are very nice. England? England? just looking. One salad, one coffee, that's all. Well, put on, no, I won't. Swarovski, not gold, Swarovski. From the airport? No, from the store, business, my friend. I have a child, not for myself. €5 is enough for me. I won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to Athens, to work, to do business. So, there are about 5 million immigrants and 10 million Greeks. 10 million, yes. And we are 10 million old, young children. We have 5.5 million between the age of 18 and 30. Stylianos, recently, yesterday, there was a rally in the city downtown. Yes, I understand. It concerned the new labor legislation. Do you think that the communist idea is very strong in Greece? No, everything is the same. No communism, no capitalism. All the same. The Jews are behind it all. Communism, capitalism, it's all Jews. They control everything in Greece. Everything else is theory. And now people are beginning to understand this. That all theories are the same. What is the place of Europe in the given circumstances in Greece? European Union, European idea of a union. Everything in Europe is under Masons. Just like with the Jews. The Jews control the Masons, and the Masons control all the governments of Europe. And the governments of the countries of Europe control the people in their countries. What should we do? We are waiting for God's decision, nothing else. But we must do something. We can't do anything, nothing. If we win back economic freedom, can we win? It's just a dream. How to make this dream come true? People, you have to improve yourself. This is the answer. Perhaps to unite against the Masons. There is no solution at the political level. Only God can provide a solution to this problem. Everything is black. There is nothing you can do, nothing. They control everything, everything in this world. Can you give me an example, proof that they are really in control? You see Jews in the governments of all countries. At least half. All the banks in the world are in the hands of Jews. What other proofs do you need? Everything is controlled by the Masons, everything. My father, he was a Mason. He was in the 32nd position, one more position up, and he could control all Greece. Did he tell you? No. Never. I figured it out myself. How? It's a long story. When my father died, they came to me. They came inside the hotel. What did they look like? In suits? No. Like you, like me. What did they say? Stylianos, will you join? They gave me money, lots of money, to take control of the hotel. Did you agree? Of course not. Why not? Because I'm a Christian, and I know my obligation, and I know the other side of the Masons. They are controlled by Satan, and this is against my position. So they buy people's souls with the money? Yes. This is the goal all over the world now. This is the goal. Control of all souls. If you say no to Satan, will they leave you alone? Do you know Father Paisius of Mount Athos? This is the greatest saint in our country. He died 25 years ago. I have seen him 5 or 6 times in my life. I spent a lot of time with him. He knew my name very well. He invited me. He knew everything about me, although I did not tell him anything about myself. Nothing. And he knew everything that was in my mind. And he told me, among other things, that every 4 years, Satan personally takes on a human body and comes to nurse America. Why North America? I don't know. He meets 10 people of the earth, 10. The heads of the families of the earth, and he gives them a program for the next 4 years. And they control all the governments of the countries of earth through the Masons. And they control the earth for 4 years by the rules of Satan. After 4 years, he comes again. And everything repeats. Every 4 years. If there is such a person, there must be another side, right? Someone who comes from God. Certainly. So who is it? Father Paisius of Mount Athos. Fine, who is next after he's gone? Now all of them are gone. Everyone who protected us left us alone. Because they said the training is complete. Now it is practice. But there must be someone to guide us. No, they left us alone. You'll see in the next years what will happen here in Greece. What are your predictions? What should we expect? The first thing I expect, these are not my words. I am not a prophet. I research things. The first thing we'll see is uprising of immigrants. I don't know how fast. 1 month, years, but they will wash us away, everyone. In 3 days, they will control Greece. This is the first. After that, we expect the invasion of Turks on 3 Greek islands, Rhodes, Corfu, and one more, closer to the border. They will stay there for 1 to 3 months. If we want to save Europe and European civilization. Save? Yes, save. There is no civilization in Europe. Why? Western civilization was born here in Greece. No more values. No more values in Europe. Nothing. Where did they go? They became empty. There is nothing. What should we do to get them back? Every man for himself. No escape. No solution. Permanent negative opinions of Greeks about immigrants and the pressure of Germany speak of an obvious fact. The European immigration policy launched by German Chancellor Angela Merkel has failed and further ignited the fire in the united European home. Looking at the sunset in Thessaloniki, I want to believe that the Greeks, like other nations of Europe, will pass this test with dignity. Meanwhile, in another part of Europe, a law concerning the additional declaration of the final beneficiary was passed. Therefore, it's time to leave the coast of the Aegean Sea.